AIO coolers. How much do you want to spend? How much performance do you want? How much do you want this? How much do you want that? You have all this information that's being thrown at you, right? Two things you really need to look at. One, price. Two, what do you want out of it? Do you want to lower your CPU temperatures by 10 degrees, 12 degrees, or something crazy? Or do you just want to be able to like silence it down a little bit, be in that water cooling status symbol, and then not spending that much money? Then you've got to look at some budget kind of AIOs. AIOs have all different sizes, all different types, all different price ranges as well. Do you need one that has a nice fancy LCD screen on it? Do you need one that just works? I'm kind of like right in between the middle of that because I don't want to be on the far end extreme side because I don't want to spend that much money personally, but I also want to make sure that I get performance. I don't want to put something on there and go, wow, why did I do this? So we're going to take it a cooler today, and we're going to see if it's budget price. Is it going to be budget performance? We're going to be looking at a product today from SAMA. SAMA is a brand that's been around for a while, and they've got some real good products that are coming out. So they've got a lot of the AIOs, and they've got cases, and a lot of other products that are out there floating around. The cool thing about them is that their pricing is anywhere from budget to a little bit higher or more. But again, this could be what we talk about is you don't have to spend a lot of money to get good performance a lot of the times. Sometimes it's money wasted instead of getting what you wanted. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to see if it's going to be on target with the price. And also, is it going to give us performance that we want? Is it going to downgrade our performance for cooling, or is it going to upgrade for the price? If we're getting anything out of it, then I think it's a win.
The L70 series is available in two colors and sizes. You can get the L70 in 240mm and 360mm. Both are offered in black or white. The water pump has a unique infinity mirror design that changes color with the fans on the radiator. The ceramic pump design helps drive stable coolant flow to ensure lower CPU temperatures during long and heavy tasks. Precision 0.01mm micro-channel cold plate provides maximum coolant to surface area contact for fast heat transfer. 3 120mm by 28mm ARGB fans are pre-installed on the L70 AIO. A high-volume 27mm thick radiator is designed for more coolant volume, which improves the heat exchange efficiency given the L70 stable temperatures. 400mm of FEP tubing with reinforced braided outer layer is used with two clamps to keep the tubes tidy. Freeze thermal paste is included for the cold plate to CPU bonding. Hardware is included to install the L70 for the Intel LG A115X, the 1200, the 1700, the 1851, and the AMD AM5, AM4. The L70 has a 3-year warranty.
Let's jump into the box. You can see I still have it sealed, so I will be seeing it the first time that you see it. So I'll get out my trusty knife here, and we'll cut this thing open. So let's see what we've got. You know, sometimes this is the funnest part is opening up something, brand new. There, I'm going to pop it up right about here. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, the box is not super flashy, but again, probably 90% of the time you're going to buy this off the internet somewhere, right? Or you've already seen all the product stuff, or you looked at the pages, or you've already seen the reviews. Way back in the olden days, we had to go to the store and actually look at stuff and read on the box the information that we wanted. Got the box for all the accessories and all the mounting hardware, rings, and we'll have to dive into that. And then we're out of here. So let's take it out. Let's see if it's sealed. No? Okay. I thought maybe it was one long bag, but it's 2 bags. So we've got this. And then we've got the radiator fans itself. Nice. Looks pretty good, actually. So, one of the things I want to check out real quickly is connection points here. So, yes, they do rotate very well. Okay. You can move them quite a bit. That's good. It will turn it around a little bit easier. So we take a look. So this is what the pump looks like from the top. So it's got a plastic cover over the top of it. We'll have to see what it looks like when it's all lit up. I'm not real sure what it does look like. Just got the normal screws. So once you put the brackets down, you just get 2 screws to screw in and mount it down. Of course, it's got your protective coating on the bottom of it. Please remember to take it off. Everybody's seen those videos. This thing's been running for the last 6 years and it has been overheating and just keeps shutting down. And now this customer wants to get rid of it. And they pull it off and it has no leak stickers still on it. Have I done that? I shall never confirm or deny. Let's take a little closer look at the L70. So it is a 360 millimeter AIO. It says the static pressure is 2.8 millimeters of water. Really good, guys. That's really good. So again, what does static pressure mean? That means how much air can actually push against the radiator to move air through. So sometimes if you have a high volume fan, you cannot push air through something. You're just going to be moving a lot of air. But these fans are designed for being on a radiator. That means they can move a lot of air, but they also can push a lot of air. So this is really important. I've got a video that's coming out, or may have already come out by the time you see this. That'll be linked somewhere about it. But I go through all the stuff about fans and what it means and how to be a better consumer on what you're looking for and what you need to do. They also say that at max speed, which the speed for these fans are from 800 to 2200 RPM. At max speed, they can do 28 dBA. That's really quiet. Like say, it can do 72.3 CFM. So that's cubic feet per minute. So every 3/4 of a second, they're moving basically 1 cubic foot of air. Should have already had this prepared. This box is actually the exact measurements for 1 cubic feet of air. So imagine every 3/4 of a second, this much air is being moved by those fans. Again, that's if these fans were out in the open, they're just sitting on the desk and they're able to move as much as they possibly can without any kind of restrictions. So in this box, we have all the accessories that are needed. Let's see what's going to be in here. It does do all the CPU types. So it's the AMD 4, the AMD 5. I'm going to have to read it, guys. I'm sorry. The Intel GA 115X, the 1200, the 1700, and the 1850, the AMD 5, and the AMD 4. So it can and will do just about everything it looks like. And that's with all the brackets. Okay. So as we see, this is AMD. This is Intel. Got the screws. Got the thumb screws for all the mounting and all the tightening down stuff. They do come with the SAMA. It's called SAMA Freeze. It's a high performance thermal grease. So it is the ARGB. So as you can see, it's got the ARGB female 3-pin and it's got the ARGB 3-pin male side. It's also got the, put this back together, and the 4-pin power. And what I just realized when I just showed you guys this is that this is the only set of cables. So these must be connected. I'm going to take that apart to see how they did it. That's nice. So one set of cables here. You've got the same thing that's down here. So you've got, of course, you got the pump controller. So it goes into the motherboard. And you've got for the ARGB. So again, you've got the male and the female side of that. The radio looks pretty good. Looks wide. Hold it up for a little bit. Sorry. Hey, looks like a pretty good space. So this is actually the most important part of the whole damn thing, guys, is the radiator itself. If the fins are tightly packed, you're not going to be pushing out much air through it. You're not going to actually cool down. If the fins are wider apart, then you've got too much air going through. And again, you're not cooling down. There's a fine difference in between the two of those. And you got to be able to narrow those down and get to the best of possibilities. Because this has actually it's a high volume radiator for improved cooling. Okay. So it's, again, they've designed it so you get a larger amount of water that goes through the radiator for better cooling. and to be a consistent cooling. It actually looks really nice. I like that it's nice and square on the ends. It looks very consistent and it looks stylish. Just kind of weird to say, but the radiator does look very stylish, along with the fans. I think the fans look pretty good too. They're just kind of basic here, but they do look good. So let's take a look at the pump. Don't know if this part will come off or not. I'm sure it's compression fitted on. I just don't want to take it off and break it right now before we have a chance to look and see what it looks like. So this is a high performance ceramic pump. So that's good. So ceramic for longer wear, and so that it runs actually quieter. Well, hopefully you took the charts. If you didn't, go back, take a look, pause. There's some great information on there, guys. There really is. At the time of the review, the SAMA was at $55. The EK and the Fractal purchase prices were $160 to $165. Performance to dollar-wise, we know which one is kind of the best if you looked at the charts. The reason I did the 145 watt and the 180 watt is two different reasons. The 145 watt is kind of your mid-range CPUs, but at the very high end of how much wattage they would be using. The 180 is because of the more of the above mid-range, the top tier CPUs, and how much wattage they would use. So that's why I picked those two to run those two tests. So depending on what you have and what you're running at, it gives you a better idea. But we can see though that the SAMA just kicked butt on both of those. It was a clear winner on both those. Hope you liked the video. If you could, please like, subscribe. But what you can really do is share the video. Please share the video. That's really going to help us quite a bit. Keep on building, keep on modding, and I'll see you in the next video.